Your cementation and bonding procedures for your indirect restoration should be simple. We should no longer be hunting for little bottles and mixing and matching them together. That's not predictable, and there's nothing worse than when an indirect restoration falls out. That makes for an angry patient. So I spoke with the great Dr. Lee Ann Brady to help clear up some of these great controversies. Which cement should we use for what situations? What are we talking about? What do you got for me?
So we're going to talk about G-Cem LinkForce, which is GC America's new dual cure resin bonding system.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, resin bonding. So I have a crown. I want to cement this thing. I want it to stay in place. Is that what we're talking about?
That's what we're talking about. Okay. And I think the quandary, of course, is always cement or bond.
Cement or bond.
Right, that's always the quandary.
Yeah.
And in today's world, since there's about 500 different kinds of bonding, right? Like, what kind of bonding am I doing? And that's one of the things I love about this new system, is you can buy one kit, and you can do your workhorse bonding, which is your full coverage zirconia or lithium disilicate, your partial coverage of the same two materials. If you do an anterior case, full coverage or partial coverage, you could use it. You can do your post and cores. So one of the things I hear from dentists all the time is they want simplicity in their inventory control. They want to do what they do every day, but also have that product work for that one-off procedure that's not routine for them and not go to the fridge and have it expired. This kit does all of that.
So I have two cements, one for my zirconia, one for my lithium disilicate. You are confident that this does both?
This will do both if you want to bond it. But if you said to me, I still want to cement, then I would say, you know what, have one cement in your office, and that could be a traditional glass ionomer, or it could be a self-adhesive resin, and then have this for all of your bonding needs, where you're either using a material that needs to be bonded, or you have not enough mechanical retention, and you want to up the ante and have a greater adhesive retention.
So walk me through like a typical procedure in your practice. You're doing, let's say, lithium disilicate. How are you using this? How quick? How does it handle? Walk me through that.
You know what, for me it's really easy. If I'm doing lithium disilicate, and I'd be that person who cements and bonds, so I'm going to qualify and say lithium disilicate like an onlay or an inlay, partial coverage, and I need adhesive retention. I'm going to go through my process where the glass has been etched by the lab. I can try it in, I can clean it. And then with this product, you're going to have your primer, the part you put on the ceramic. You can etch the tooth with phosphoric or not etch the tooth, or selective etch, so it's kind of universal in that way. So pick your technique that you like. Then you're going to apply the primer to the tooth that comes in the kit. Then you're going to load the restoration. You're going to put them all together. And then go.
Awesome.
Whatever your technique is. And if you really want dual cure, they actually have a little dropper bottle. You can even turn the adhesive into dual cure. So like I said, one box, and you can kind of
You've got all your needs.
For all your materials, all of the different techniques. Other than if you want a true cement for your full coverage, then just figure out what you want for that application.
Fantastic.
So it's all of the products are dual cure. So if you want to light cure them, you can pick up a light and zap. But it'll set on its own, but it's got really good working time. Versus some dual cures where you feel like you're playing beat the clock. This actually has really good working time, but then if you're done cleaning, zap it with a light and you'll be great.
And is it a quick little flash? Sometimes some cements you have to kind of let that light sit there a
This
little
one
bit.
actually, if you want to tack cure it, 1 second. But if you're trying to sort of get it to the gel phase, more like 2 to 4 seconds, depending on the distance of your light. But if you are going to use it strictly in the dual cure mode, you really ought to add the dual cure activator to the dent adhesive so that you know that both things are setting used in chemistry. Okay. The other thing I love about this is we actually do have shades, and we have matching try-in pastes. So if you're going to use it in the anterior and you want to see what you're going to get before you do it, you can use the companion try-in pastes. And then I like options. If I want a total etch, I want one product that'll total etch. If the same product, 20 minutes later I want to self-etch, this will do that, or selective etch, so it lets you figure that out.
That was perfect.